Ever wonder how much of your troubles are actually born from your thoughts? Our minds are incredibly powerful tools, capable of creating realities that shape our attitudes, emotions, and overall mental states. Thoughts, like seeds, have the power to grow into something much larger than themselves. They can either propel us forward, blossoming into constructive ideas and positive emotions, or hold us back, growing into the weeds of negativity and self-doubt. Imagine your mind as a garden. Each thought you plant and nurture has the potential to grow into a beautiful blooming flower. But if you let negative thoughts take root, they can spread like invasive weeds, choking out the positive growth and leaving you with a barren landscape. The power of thought is immense. It's a force that can either yield a bountiful harvest of positivity and progress, or lead to a desolate wasteland of stagnation and despair. So, are your thoughts a flourishing garden or a barren wasteland? Picture this: a man training for a marathon, a feat he never thought possible. He's never been much of a runner, and the idea of covering 26 miles on foot seems daunting, almost ludicrous. His mind echoes with whispers of self-doubt, questioning his strength, his endurance, his sanity. This man is like many of us, standing on the precipice of a challenge, staring down the vast expanse of the unknown. His thoughts, like ours, are often mired in fear and apprehension. But what if I told you that it's not the miles ahead that pose the greatest obstacle, but the thoughts echoing in his mind? So he starts to train, each step a battle against the voice in his head. But he also begins a different kind of training, one that's less about flexing muscles and more about shifting paradigms. He starts to replace his self-doubting thoughts with positive affirmations. I am strong. I am capable. I can do this. Day by day, mile by mile, his physical strength grows, but so does his mental resilience. He starts to believe in himself, believe in the power of his mind to conquer the marathon ahead. He realizes that his thoughts are not roadblocks, but stepping stones, guiding him towards his goal. And as he does, something remarkable happens. His strides become lighter, his breath steadier. His self-belief fuels his determination, and suddenly he's not just trying to run a marathon, he's preparing to finish it. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months. The marathon day arrives. His heart pounds in his chest, his breath heavy in the cool morning air. But his mind is calm, focused, ready. He takes off, the crowd a distant echo, his focus only on the path ahead. And with every stride, he realized it wasn't his physical endurance that took him to the finish line. It was his thoughts. Thoughts are not just abstract entities. There's science behind them. You see, when we think, our brain generates electrical signals. These signals trigger the release of chemicals called neurotransmitters. It's these neurotransmitters, like dopamine and serotonin, that affect our mood and emotions. When we entertain positive thoughts, our brain releases dopamine, known as the feel-good neurotransmitter. This gives us a sense of happiness, motivation, and satisfaction. On the other hand, negative thoughts can lead to a decrease in serotonin levels, which may result in feelings of sadness and depression. But here's the fascinating part. We can actually train our brain to think positively. By adopting practices such as mindfulness and meditation, we can effectively manage stress and negative thoughts. Over time, this can lead to a more resilient mind, better mood regulation, and overall improved mental health. So, the power to shape our reality truly lies in our mind. So, how can we master our minds and cultivate a positive mental environment? Let's distill what we've learned. Our thoughts are powerful. They shape our reality. Like a marathon runner trains their body, we too must condition our minds. This might seem daunting, but remember, every journey starts with a single step. Begin by practicing mindfulness. Be present in the moment. Breathe in the now. Exhale the past. Journaling can be another effective tool. Write your thoughts down. See them for what they truly are. Just thoughts. And remember, seeking professional help is not a sign of weakness, but strength. Controlling our thoughts is not about suppression, but about understanding and transformation. It's about turning the tumultuous sea of thoughts into a serene lake, reflecting the beauty of the world around us. Remember, nothing can trouble you more than your thoughts. But what if you could transform those thoughts into your greatest allies? Now, isn't that a thought worth pondering?